Archery deer hunting for beginners is brought to you by Rack Stacker Big Game Attractants, Fast Track Performance, Kent Cartridge, Vortex Optics, Mossberg Firearms, Bullseye London, and the Nook Professional Cases.
Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Carl and Ian from the Real Outdoor Experience.
In this episode, we're going to be talking about bedding areas, feeding areas, watering areas, the importance of finding those, and then being able to use your cameras to identify whether or not there are in fact deer that are using those that you want to pursue.
We touch a little bit on technology and how to watch for the natural travel corridors. Stay tuned, we'll get right back at it.
It's a little bit more difficult to identify, but I think very, very important if you're able to do it, is to find out whereabouts on the property the deer are feeding and where they're bedding and where they're getting their water from, because the first thing on a whitetail's mind is survival. That's all they want to do. They need to drink in order to survive, they need to eat, and they need to sleep in a safe spot. Well, if you can figure out where those three areas are and you want to get your stands set up somewhere on the travel areas between where they're sleeping, when they get up, they're going to go feed, and then after they feed, they're going to go get a drink. And you don't want to set up on the drinking spot, or they're just going to go find another one. Same with the feeding area. If you try to hunt right at their feeding spot, you're going to push deer right off the property because you're going to have to move somewhere else. You want to set up your stand so that you can ambush, arguably, or for lack of a better word, while they're en route from their feeding to bedding to water area. Obviously, you want to have tree stand downwind on the day that you're going to be hunting. If you've got one corridor that looks fantastic, you want to have two, maybe three stands, even within sight of each other, to hunt that particular spot regardless of wind direction. Or, of course, use a climbing stand where you can just go into the woods and hike yourself up in a tree, depending on what direction the wind is blowing. Finding rubs from the previous fall is a great place to start looking for rubs in the coming fall. No better time to scout than when you're turkey hunting. You know, when you're turkey hunting, you're mobile and you're able to walk. You know, you don't have to worry about leaving scent or busting animals out of their bedding areas, feeding patterns, anything like that. And you're turkey hunting. Sometimes you can identify scrapes, but for the most part, it's the rubs on the trees that they're going to be looking for. And the rubs really are signposts from the bucks. They're telling the other bucks that are in the area who they are. They're leaving, scent out. There's a scent gland in the whitetail's forehead that they are rubbing on the tree, and they're really easy to spot. Bucks will start to rub about mid-September, depending on where you are.
Electronics makes it a lot easier these days. Apps like iHunter, you can substitute for Google Earth. You can zoom right in on the phone. You can even set waypoints on there as well. I know I have all of our stands at this one farm and stands at another farm that we hunt. And a great idea, great way to keep track of everything.
I can't say enough good things about trail cameras. They're so fantastic.
Absolutely.
They've made scouting, they've taken all the mystery out of it, really. Because you can put, as many cameras as you can, frankly afford, out on a property. Put a 32 gig SD card in it. That can literally sit there for 3 months. Come home, put your SD card in your computer, and just go through all the cameras, and you'll see other people on the property. You'll see coyotes, skunks, raccoons, rabbits, birds, all kinds of really cool things. It's good, fun pictures to share, but more importantly, they're going to show you whether or not the deer are using the trails, if it's a doe and fawn trail, if there are bucks that are frequenting the area, and you can get to know your herd a little bit better.
Thanks for watching, everybody, from Carl and Ian, the Real Outdoor Experience. And as always, keep it real.
Keep it real, everybody.
Thanks, take care for now.